we are not starting quite yet, but I wanted to go over some of the exercises for anybody who is either on early, or if you're watching the replay, then you'll have an idea of what we're doing in the workout. That way the workout will go quickly, we won't have to keep stopping, and you'll be safe. That's the biggest thing about today. So some of the weightlifting exercises for today are very traditional, but they might not be very common for a beginner lifter, okay? So I get super concerned about everybody's safety because I can't see you, so I need you to listen to me, watch your form, find a mirror, a picture frame, your reflection, your TV, something, so you can watch your form today. I'm going to encourage you, if you've never done some of these lifts before, to go light to no weight. If you've done this before, have at it, you know what you're doing, go for it. So these are the things I'm talking about today. We're doing cleans today, and we're doing Turkish get-ups today. Those are two things, two exercises that I think we need to be really careful about. Reason being, I've known people that throw out their backs or hurt themselves, pull a hamstring, things like that. And so I don't want that happening to you. Do you hear what I just said? I don't want that to happen to you, okay? So I need you to be really safe. I need you to work through progressions with me today and listen to your body. Know that when we get to the Turkish get-ups, I'm gonna build it. We're gonna start out on our elbow, then we're gonna move up to our hand, and then we're gonna come up all the way. So with that said, when we get to that, that's gonna be at the end with our core section, you need to know, I'm just gonna stay on my elbow today, or I'm just gonna stay on my hand today. I'm not gonna come all the way up. If you feel like, yeah, I got it, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm using my glutes, then go ahead. But I just want you to be really careful about some things, okay? So first of all, let's go into the clean. That's the first thing that we're gonna be doing today. So if you were to grab your weights out, I'm just gonna grab something light. We're gonna do a clean on our right leg first, and then we'll do it on our left leg. And it's a clean to lunge. A clean's gonna look like this. Graze up your body, flip your wrists, okay? Knuckles are in, you graze up your body, flip. My elbows tucked in super tight. You guys, we talk about the bend and snap. It's kind of like that, right? You clean, snap. You get those hands right there if you're holding on to weights, okay? When we do it with a lunge, we're going to come up and lunge right at that snap, right? Okay, so it's a nice little fluid snap. Snap, okay? Raise up close to your body, elbows come up like an upright row almost, and the weights stay close, and then you flick, okay? We're gonna do that on one side and then the other. We're gonna do a whole lot of other things that I'll take you through that are a lot more traditional, straightforward. You've probably done them before, I'm pretty sure you've done it before. And then we're gonna go into a bleep section. Every time we hear a bleep, we're gonna do a clean to press, okay? So with that said, we've done this, I think, once or twice before, but it's a dip down, raise the body, press. My whole body is in work here. It's not my arms, it's legs and core, okay? So I want you to get a weight or no weight for that one because it's gonna add up really quick. A weight that's gonna challenge you, I'd have a second set of weights nearby. I'm going moderate because there's a lot of them and we go kind of back to back on those bleeps. The next thing then, and I want to talk to you about, is our Turkish get-ups. Your weight will be in the hand that your knee is bent, okay? You're going to lay down. We're going to press the weight up. This other arm is diagonal out on the ground. And we're going to press up, lift up to an elbow. We need to use our core here to help lift up to that elbow. Then I'm going to tell you after we do that, that you can come all the way up to your hand. Oh, I almost went all the way up. You can go all the way up to your hand, okay? And then the very last one I'm going to say all the way up, we go elbow, hand, bridge, okay? You've got to use this leg. You've got to lift with the glute in your core. You may stay just on your elbow, just in your hand, okay? Lastly, John, I'm talking because I'm going over some of the exercises early, if you want to watch what I'm doing. That's all. I'm just previewing exercises for safety reasons, okay? That's it. I'm not starting yet, I promise. I just thought if anybody is on and awake and available and is starting, I'm just going over exercises because I want to talk about form and keeping you safe, and I want to roll through the workout without stopping too much. That's all, okay? All right, the next one, which I didn't say, but we're gonna do, I call it the Statue of Liberty. Your feet are gonna come perpendicular. You can have a weight in both hands or just one up top. You're gonna reach your arm up overhead, and you're gonna look at that weight and you're gonna slide your other hand down your thigh. So this is another one, you just have to be careful of your back. And you really have to think about that form, feet are perpendicular. A lot of times people's feet are turned backwards, but I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to get yourself ready. I'm gonna turn off the screen really quick. I'm gonna get myself ready. I put in my contacts. And then we will begin, okay? So this was just going over some of the exercises and keeping you safe. That was it. It's like a tutorial. All right, I will be right back. Now's a good time to get out your playlist, go to the bathroom, grab water and a sweat towel, and get yourself ready, okay? All right, official start of class now. So if you watched me ahead of time, if you saw that I was on, I was just going over some form things today. I want you all to be safe today. We are doing lift class, so welcome. Happy day to you. You will need a set of weights out. We are doing things like I just showed you, we're doing like a clean to lunge, a clean to lunge. So I would go kind of moderate there. We're gonna do everything twice today. So on this first set, it's a giant set. And we're moving really quickly through it. So I want you to get a weight that you can either do for all these exercises, or if you need to switch it out quickly. So this is what, before we get to the warm-up, what we've got ahead of us. We're doing a clean to lunge, clean to lunge. Then we go into a front-loaded squat, which means you're gonna hold your weights right here, knuckles facing in. If you start to feel a strain in your back, that's a painful strain, not like a, oh, my back's working strain, but a painful strain. I'm gonna tell you, you can take your weights down, but I want you to try to hold weights at your chest for a front-loaded squat. It works your center a little bit different than when you have them down by your sides. We're gonna go back to a clean to lunge on the other side, and then you're gonna turn your knuckles in towards you, and we're going back to squats. This is a Zercher squat. So if you had a barbell with you instead of dumbbells, you would hold the barbell like you're hugging it to your chest, okay? We'll repeat that set. Those exercises we're gonna do for 40 seconds. You're gonna get a 5-second rest, that's it. It's a quick rest, and we're gonna keep going, okay? So that's why I want you to keep a weight that you can kind of keep going with that whole set. I'm gonna probably do 8s, maybe 10s for that set, okay? And then we go into upper body, more upper body. We go into our clean to press on the beeps. At the end, that's something new. We haven't worked on the beeps yet. We always end on the beeps. We're gonna work on beeps. And then we're going through core, and we should be out of here. So let's go ahead and make sure that you have your sweat towel, water, weights. If you have music, play that. And I'm gonna set the time, I'm gonna start the timer. We're gonna go through the warm-up. The warm-up, we're going through all of the exercises for 30 seconds. We get a little rest, and we're gonna grab those weights and go straight into our clean to lunge. If anything doesn't feel comfortable today with the weight, I want you to ditch the weight and go through the motions and the movement so you get that down. Any of these, this first set you can do with no weights. You can do it with water bottles, okay? But I'd say err on the side of caution on some of the new moves, and if you know the exercise, then have at it, go for it. I know some of you have done these before because you've been in weightlifting classes or been in a weightlifting gym. Go for it. If you've got it, go for it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with that warm-up. We're just starting with arm swings, just the arms move in here. We're coming up, and then we're coming down. Coming up, and coming down. Lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach tall, and then reach down behind you. We're rolling through the shoulder joint, opening up the chest. Nice wide stance with the feet, just underneath the hips, maybe a little wider, okay? Core is tight. We're gonna take this into a spinal rotation next, so hands come right outside the ears, and you're gonna turn and turn. Just for the torso a couple times. Now make it bigger. Lift that heel and turn. Lift that heel and turn. Point your toe. Pivot on that toe. Twisting through our torso, staying nice and tall through our spine. Crown of our heads reaching towards the ceiling. And next up, we're gonna go ahead into a prisoner squat. You guys, hands stay up here like you're a prisoner. Feet come out wide, we squat it down, we come back up. Squat it down, come back up. So why are our hands up? Good posture. Slide your butt down like you're sliding down a wall, sliding back into a chair. Squeeze those legs on the way up. Push your heels on the floor, squeeze your butt. Arms come down. Slide down towards your knee. Come back on up, do the other side. Ah, I felt a crack in my back, that felt good. All right, so reach right through those obliques. If you did warrior rhythm yesterday with us, your obliques should be nice and sore. Let's just reach through. Take your rib cage towards your hip bone. Slide down that thigh, side to side, at your own tempo. And now we're gonna slide forward down our thighs. You're going as far down as you can, and then you're gonna round and roll it back up. And you're gonna continue to do this. It's a forward hinge. Flat back. Then tilt your tailbone out around your spine, roll it back up, okay? So we're loosening up that spine just a little bit more. We've got one more move for our warm-up. Hold one more time. All right, we are going to reverse lunge and pretend like you've got weights in your hands. You're gonna reverse lunge press, reverse lunge press. We are alternating legs. You're taking your time here. You're stepping up into your front leg. Whenever we lunge like this, the front leg is where you push your heel into the floor and step up, okay? Last one. You have 15 seconds to grab out your weights. 4, right lunge, clean, okay? So we're going to raise up the front of our body, snap, flip the wrist. We're here for 40 seconds and go. You're stepping up into that front leg. Your shoulders are over your hips. Slide up, flip, slide up, flip. If this is too much and you're like, coordination's not with me today, I allow you just to do a lunge, okay? It's up to you. Core is tight. We got 10 more seconds here. Your front leg to be warm. Your back leg's there for balance. All right. Load those weights at your chest. Toes forward, tailbone back, front loaded squat. Ready, set, go. We're here for 40 seconds. Take your time. We're not speeding through these. We are controlling the motion, okay? Sink down and back. Chest lifted. If your back starts to hurt, switch to one weight at your chest, okay? If it's still bothering you, that's when I'll tell you, go ahead, put those weights down. Listen, if you're used to doing front squats, go heavy. Push those legs. With all legs, your core is here to support you. We've got 5 seconds. And we're gonna switch and do our clean and lunge on the left leg, okay? Same thing we just did, just on the left. Okay, ready, set, go. You guys, I got text messages coming in. All right, I gotta decipher between what's the beeps and what's the dings. All right, ride those weights right up through the chest. Flip. Are you getting the hang of it? Back leg there, catches your lunge, right? Front leg you step up into. The front leg is where all the action is. All right, hold it tight. Search your squat, so you can hold these weights. Knuckles facing in. And we're gonna squat again, okay? Unless it's any of you texting me, I'm not answering. Hopefully, I don't have my chat box is there. You have a chat box. Probably easier for me to communicate to you. Sink down and back. Good morning, buddy. You're early.
It's snowing.
It is snowing. What do you think about that?
Before I get out of bed, I just look out the big giant window. I'm like,
all right, we're going right back. Right leg forward, left leg comes back, and that clean snap. Right before you got out of bed, what, buddy? It is snowing by us.
after I got out of bed, I looked out the big giant window, like when I was about to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I looked out the big giant window,
Yeah.
and there was like snow on the tree.
Did that surprise you today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Snow and then it might turn into rain.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen if it turns into rain?
And get yucky.
Slushy.
Mm-hmm.
You should go put on your snow pants and go run around in it. Or wait for your sisters. Okay, front loaded squat. All over again, guys. I'm breathing, you're breathing, right? You're breathing heavy and your heart rate's up because you're using major muscles right now, which is good. We're gonna get the legs fired up. Push through your legs. Squeeze your butt at the top. Toes are forward, shoulders over the hips. Butt goes down and back, just like you're sitting in a chair. We are also doing this no rest, essentially. All right, 5 seconds. Left leg forward, right leg comes back. Clean lunge. You guys get the bend and snap going? Except without the bend, just the snap. If anybody else has a good way to explain this, they've done it before, they've heard another instructor explain it differently or better, well, let me know. I always did cleans in like big time weightlifting programs. So, archer. Weights come up like this, okay? Ready, set, go. Last set of legs. Then we go on to upper body. So if you had a barbell, which I actually forgot to mention, if you have weighted plates and not dumbbells, I hope you know you can do all of these exercises, right? You just hold plates in your hands. And I'll show you how to do that in a second, okay? So if you're like, I don't really have a huge set of variety of dumbbells, but either from your past or maybe your husband, I don't know, somebody you live with, lower those out. Let's rest. Maybe you have weighted plates, maybe you have barbells. I don't know. You can always work with those. Like these ones are really nice because I can put my thumb in one. When we do things like this today, you can always use those, okay? All right, we're coming into a row, a bent over wide row. So as soon as you see me begin, little bend at the waist, a little bend at the knees, big bend at the waist, and then squeeze your elbows out to the side, shoulder blades come together, and we're working the back. Go ahead and begin if you have not yet. We are rolling through today, wide row, one of my favorites. I love working the back every chance I get. A weight here should challenge you. All right, come up, weights come down. We're going into push-up right away. Wide push-up on your knees or toes, okay? So hands are out wide. Chest comes to the ground first. Neutral spine, so shake your head yes, shake your head no, and then lower your chest, press the floor away from you, pushing through as if you're pushing your hands into the ground, hollowing out your armpits. You've got 5 seconds here. All right, come on up. 10 seconds to stand. We're going into a reverse grip bicep curl. All you're doing is taking your wrists and flipping them. Okay, elbows tucked in tight. Let's begin. I like to stagger my stance. Sometimes here is fine. Soft knee. This helps me from swaying and holds me in place a little bit better, helps me keep my core tight. This should be all biceps right here, okay? Forearms, elbows are tucked in tight. So your knuckles are coming up to your shoulders this time, okay? Not your palms. All right, straight into overhead tricep curls. I'm gonna keep the same stance, staggered. I'm gonna curl the weights, press them overhead, kiss them together, lower and press, lower and press. Side angle, my elbows are ahead of my forehead, okay? So I don't want you back here and pressing. I want those elbows slightly forward, press and squeeze. Press and squeeze. Your back should not be arching. Soft bend in your knee. Are you guys breathing? We've got 5 seconds to a short rest. Time. We're going immediately, after this 10 seconds, into a narrow row. Okay, we went wide, now we're going narrow. Ready, go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hike those elbows up, past the rib cage. So listen, we went wide, now we're going narrow. We're gonna work the same muscle groups we just did, just slightly different variations, okay? We're going back chest, thighs and tries. Our last set before core will be shoulders, okay? And that clean and press, which is full body. How we doing, okay? Following along? I know we're moving quick, but again, these are pretty straightforward exercises. We've done it before. All right, so now we're coming down to the ground for a narrow push-up. What does that mean? It means that we're probably gonna work our triceps. So instead of your fingertips being forward, you can turn them out slightly, elbows tucked in tight, push up. Narrow, push up. You should feel your triceps working a ton here, okay? You'll get a 10-second rest after this. So come on, push with me for 10 more seconds. Ooh, they burn! They burn! All right, slowly come on up, you got 10 seconds. We're gonna hammer curl. Grab a hammer curl weight. Elbows tucked in tight. Stagger your stance if you need to, then let's work. So hammer heads come to the shoulders. From my shoulder to my elbow does not move. I tuck that in tight, and I'm only moving my forearms. My elbow is the point, the joint, where I move, okay? That's it. That's it. When you start swinging like this, you stop. Start losing the muscle and you start using momentum, even when you swing like this. So many people do it. Tuck them in tight. I tell you this, I see instructors do it and I'm like, what are you doing? Unless someone tells you, swing and lower down slow. Please don't do that. Bend over, tricep extensions are next. Little bend in the knees, big bend in the waist. Hike them up, extend. Squeeze the back of your arm. Again, the shoulder to the elbow do not move. Your forearm is kicking back. Called the tricep kickback, right? Pin your elbows in tight. Pretend like there's a beach ball you're trying to squeeze between your elbows so that you keep them in tight to your body. You can even do a little hold at the top. Hold at the top. All right, lower. You get a whole 25 seconds to rest. I'm coming into my light weights for this next set. We are doing all shoulders. We will be doing a fly to start, and then I'm going to tell you hold, hold, hold. Then from that fly, we're going to come in an overhead fly. All right, ready? Start here. We'll go one at a time. Palms are down. Knuckles to the sidewall. Try to keep those arms straight. Slight bend the elbow if you need to. And I want you to think about your elbow being pulled to the ceiling. Like this. Okay, let's pull to the ceiling. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it right here. Neutral, wrists. 3, 2, 1. All right, lower it really quick. Take your arms out to a T. From overhead, and then down. Listen, I got 5s, and they're killing me. Why didn't I grab my 3s? If you need to switch out your weight, switch out. Hold at the top. Reach out of the shoulders. Squeeze your core tight. Whew. I am switching my weight out. If you don't have 3s, you can always just take one weight. We're going here now. From the front to the top. Front to the top. I don't need 3s, I'm just gonna use this 1, 5. If you have the weights in your hands, you're coming this way though, okay? You have 2 weights in your hands. All right, hold it right here. Core tight. Woo! All right, lower it. 20 seconds right here. Okay? So you'll see that by the time we now get to our clean and press, your shoulders are gonna be cashed. That didn't take long, did it? Your shoulders were assisting in every exercise we did today. So if you're like, wait a second, normally I can push some pretty heavy weights on my shoulders, but right now I can't. That's why, because you used them already. All right, we've got our clean and press, we've got our Turkish get up, so I'm gonna just leave my 5s. I think I'm just gonna work with those, okay? With the clean and press, you're gonna do a dip. So it's a bend in the knees, let the hands come down a little bit. We come up here, squat, press, okay? So you can do this with no weights. Like I said, I'm gonna just do 5s. We're going on the bleep. So every time you hear bleep, so let's try it, bleep. You come down, go ahead, do it again. The same way that you came up, okay? Bleep. Keep practicing with me. I know we're moving quickly. Watch and then go. We dip down, raise up the front, squat press, okay? Do it again. Every bleeping time. Oh. All right, it's gonna start getting a little bit closer together. So you're gonna move through it a little bit quicker, okay? If it's too fast, go at your own pace. Who's done these before? All right, we're just going. You're gonna hear bleep after bleep. If you curse, it's okay, it'll get bleeped out. I can't even keep up. I want to keep good form, so it's okay. If you don't keep up, just keep going. Good form. I am using my core and my glutes here. Whew. Rest. Come down to the floor. Coming into our Turkish get-ups and some standing core work. Whew. If you have a mat, you can take that out. If you don't have one, that's fine too. Whew. Breathe. How do we do? Hey, anything that you got confused about, go back and look at it again. You can do this workout again, and again, and again. Okay? All right. Let's start with our half Turkish get-up. One leg straight, one leg bent. Power out to the side. Push that weight up, lift your elbow. Come back down. You can even keep that arm up and just lift them lower. If you want to, take it down, press it up, and then lift. It's up to you. This is where we're starting. On this elbow. Okay, let's see if you can see me better this way. Now you can press all the way to the hand if you feel comfortable. Elbow, push your palm into the mat. Elbow, push your palm into the mat. That's a big get up, isn't it? You can do this with no weight. If you're used to doing these, you can go a little heavier. Oh. All right, now you can go from elbow to hand to leg, okay? It's a bridge up with that bent leg. All right, take your time. Lift those hips, squeeze the butt. Little by little. Okay, lower hand down, get a little rest. We're gonna stand up. A little bit of a rest, okay. Grab the heaviest weight you have. And we're gonna go standing crunch. Alternating sides, slow and controlled. Pretend like you're stuck between two window panes, or just like we did in the warm-up. Slide that weight right down your side. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and turn one foot out, get your feet perpendicular. I'm gonna just hold my 5 overhead, and I'm gonna let my 10 come down below me. We're gonna look up at that weight overhead, let the weight graze down your thigh, and then come back on up. It's the thigh that's turned out. It's working your obliques. Look up towards your hand, not down. Let that weight graze down your thigh. Kind of like a Statue of Liberty, that's what I'm gonna call it, okay? Next up, I'm going super light. We're gonna come from low to high. It's a low to high chop, okay? Low to high. take your time with these. There's no reason to rush through it. Use your muscles. I'm using a 5, I still feel it. You can do this with no weight. As soon as you see it, go ahead and start it. And now rest. We're gonna go through that whole set again using the other side on the Turkish get-ups, okay? So, weights in the other hand, other knees bent, and we're gonna push up, lift to the elbow. Push up, lift to the elbow. Keep that arm raised if you'd like, and just keep lifting through your core. How we doing? I know some of you have done these before, and I know for some of you this will be new, so bear with me. Like I said, you can always pause me, go back and do it again. All right, all the way up to your hand this time. Elbow, hand, back down, same way you came up. Elbow, hand, elbow, lay down, got it? Elbow, hand, elbow, down, elbow, hand, elbow, down, elbow, hand, elbow, down. If you want to, add the glute lift, okay? Elbow, hand, lift the hip, squeeze the butt. Come down slow, press, up to the elbow, up to the hand, up. Again, stay where you can feel the work and be safe, okay? Okay, pause, come to stand. Who's tired? Who's working really hard? Coming into our bend again, okay? So squeeze through the obliques, squeeze through the obliques, squeeze through the obliques, got it? We're just side bending here, letting the weight guide us down, and then we use our body to squeeze our muscles and pull back up to standing. Statue of Liberty on the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and keep my one heavy weight. I'm going to take my lighter weight overhead. Feet are now perpendicular. See how this heel comes in towards that arch? This weight's going to slide down that thigh, and this arm's going to come straight up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Why would I put the heavier weight down and the lighter weight up? We've worked our shoulders. We don't want to strain our backs. We want to add a little resistance, so you put the heavier weight down below, lighter weight up top. Make sense? All right, wood chop, other direction, okay? So remember which side you did, and come the other way. Low to high. I want you to think about swinging upwards, using your core to get you there. Almost like a golf swing. That would be a great exercise if you have a golfing friend or significant other. When you golf, you're golfing this way, right? So if you take them to work this way, that works the same muscles as a golf swing. Same. If you're a golfer, practice those a little bit more. You guys made it to the end of the workout. That was it. So we're going to stretch out. We're going to breathe. I never started my watch to count that as a workout. Darn it. Go in later and add it in. Okay, so if you would like, now's a good time to take your sweaty selfie, your feet, your weights. Take a picture of something, send it my way, message me, pop it in the group, text me, whatever you need to do, so that I know you were here. I am tracking. We got this nice little list. It has all the days of the week. I had to put Sunday on there, and then the days of the week. So on Tuesday, I want to put your name there. Tell me who you are, that you came, and I'll put your name there, okay? But I gotta know. All right, let's go ahead and take the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down and back, open the chest, and breathe. Do you feel a little bit settled now? Do you feel like you worked all your body parts? I do. If you like this one, you can come back to it anytime. Round out the back. If you didn't like the cleans and presses, you can turn those into squats. You can change them out. Do something you like in that spot instead, okay? You can change them into burpees for all I care, right? You can do anything you want there on that bleep. Reach the arms up overhead, and let's take a stretch to the side. Come center and switch. Come center, dive down. Let's get the legs stretched out. So fold forward, chin up above your heart. If you can't reach the ground, reach your shins. Roll it on up. Let's go ahead and grab your balance. Knee down. You guys are texting me your pictures. These are already coming in. Showed up, you did the work. Good job, good job. You are a warrior. You lifted heavy, right? Or light. I lifted light, and that's okay. I still got such a great workout. All right, take a couple side lunges here. Open up those inner thighs. Other side. All right, forward fold, straddle, long spine. Tuck the tailbone under around your spine, roll it up. Get those triceps, you worked those today. Pat yourself on the back, what a good job. Switch and do the other side. Tomorrow we have cardio at 9:30. You guys, it's going to be amazing. We're doing ladders. So think about what a ladder is, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Just saying, okay? It'll be fun. I will see you at 9:30 for that class. You can bring your own music. And the schedule is up next. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a very good one. Stretch a little extra water today, and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.